Hello everybody, my name is Doomfish, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can use water streams to make a storage system in Minecraft. So in this video I'll be talking about a couple of different techniques to build your water streams, like this one right here. We can toss an item in to the bottom, and I'll have an elevator up to the top, or vice versa, we can have it going down to the bottom, or we can just have a traditional item stream here, where it flows across. And I'll show you a couple of different techniques to build these, and certain situations where you'd want some builds over others, and how you connect it up to a storage system with chests or whatever storage system you want to use. So the most simple possible water stream is just going to be a straight line water stream, and to do that we're going to place down some blocks around the edge. We're going to place down 8 blocks in a straight line, and then go 2 blocks over and place 8 more blocks, and then place some blocks at the end. We can place our water bucket on the side here, and we'll see that it flows out to the end here. Then we can place down a glass block, and then go ahead and continue and build some more blocks out to the sides here. And so this way we can have a continuous water stream here by placing down a sign on the side of one of these walls of glass here, and then placing another water bucket on the end. I have to place some more blocks on the end, but you get the idea. We can place an item down here, only using 1 piece of ice total, and it gets pushed all the way to the other side. Now we do have a dead spot if you're using this for a collection system, otherwise it's not going to be much of a big deal, but we can modify this in a certain way to where this isn't a dead spot if you really need to use this for a collection system. And I have a tutorial on that and a couple of different ways you can do that, and I'll link that in the description below. So there's a couple of different options that we can do out of this water stream right here. One of the most common ones is going to be an item elevator, and the easiest way to do that is just using our water like we have. We're going to go ahead and place on 1 block in front of this water stream like so, 1 ice block. Go ahead and break the block in front of that and place a soul sand, and continue placing some glass all around this like so. Now what we're going to have to do is build this up on the sides. We're going to place down 3 blocks around this block of soul sand like so, and we're going to go up to whatever your desired height is. I'm just going to go up like 5 or 6 blocks like so, and we're also going to need some blocks in the front here. So we can go ahead and leave this spot open. We can place 2 blocks on the sides like so, place 1 block here, place 1 block here, break this block, and then just build this up to the height the rest of your blocks are at. Now we can place down our signs in the middle here. So on these 2 spots right here, we're going to place down signs, and then our next job is to go ahead and place some water inside of here. We're going to want to place down water source blocks on every single block inside of this elevator tube here. We can see is it starting from the beginning of our system. We can toss an item in, or have items dispensed in. They'll go to the side and fly all the way up to the top. Now when it's bouncing like this, it's not particularly useful to have. What we can do is lead this into a normal water stream by placing some blocks on the sides here, some blocks on the sides in whatever direction we want to go from, and then just continuing it out just like we would a normal water stream. So we're going to place some blocks on the sides just like we did earlier, and place down 1 water bucket on the top here, and we'll see that it'll actually flow to the side. Now in order to stop excessive item bouncing here, we're going to go ahead and place down some blocks on top of this water stream like so. About this much should do, just to make sure the blocks don't fly up in the air. And we'll see that our items will travel across, get picked up into here, and pushed across. Now if we want to go down to the bottom layers here, it's a pretty easy process. We can sort of do the reverse of an elevator, but just have a little drop chute here. So we can place some blocks here, place some blocks down 1 more block, and this should be enough so the item will go straight down and not veer off course too much, and then we can head underneath this block and just sort of mark this area so we can say, okay, this is directly below our chute. And we can go ahead and continue this in whatever direction we want just by placing down a completely normal water stream. So just like we did earlier, once more, place down some blocks around the side, place down our water at the end, and we should see, again, starting from the very beginning of the system, we go across, then eventually we'll go up, we'll go across again, a little more into our extended water stream, and we'll go down to the bottom here. So this is just a couple of different ways you can move in all directions. You can move across, back, forth, up, down, basically manipulate the items to go in whatever direction you need them to go. So now the last step is to go ahead and add a storage system onto the end of our water streams here. And to do that, we need to align our items so that they're being pushed by our water stream, but they can also be picked up by hoppers. To do that, we're going to have our normal item system here with our glass here. We can place down a sign even, and we're going to want to go ahead and turn this 90 degrees in one direction. To do that, we're going to just place a block like normal. We're going to do a normal turn, just like we showed earlier. And we can go ahead and continue our blocks. So we can continue our water stream out this way, just like normal. The only thing is, we're going to have to change up this wall a little bit so we can align the items properly. So what we're going to want to go ahead and do is break this block here, replace it with a honey block, break this block, do the same thing. And we'll see that our items should be aligned on the side right here, so that they'll actually be picked up by hoppers on this right side. But for this to work, we also need to break down this wall on the side right here. So we need to replace these solid blocks near these honey blocks with some smaller blocks like fences or signs even that are going to block this water but also allow the items to pass through. Because if we look at the system now, we'll see that when we throw an item in here, it's going to get aligned on that side right there, but it's going to get stuck on this ledge because this honey block is smaller than this full block. So to do this, for example, we can place in some fences, just replacing these blocks with fences everywhere we go, and we'll see that the water stream should continue on just fine. We can even see that our item is going to go all the way, and it should go all the way to this end over here, and get stuck by these blocks, but that's okay. And when we want to continue our water stream, if we want to, we can go ahead and place down some glass, and just use your normal signs right here. We need to place them on this side, and just continue our fences along this end as well, like so. And then place our water in like normal on this block right here. Now I've just gone ahead and extended our water stream out by one little water stream, and added a little block at the end to keep the items from flying out. And this is where our storage system is going to be. So you can do pretty much anything you want, you can have item filters and whatnot, but the important thing is that we're going to want to have our hoppers on this block right here, this block, so on. So for example, a simple thing we can do is just set up some chests over here. So we just set up chests on these blocks, all the way down, like so, all the way to the end. As long as they're underneath or near the fence blocks right here, they should be just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and place them down, and we can place down our hoppers facing into these chests, so we have to make sure we're facing them from this side so they face into the chests, but they're also underneath the fence posts. What we should see is that just starting our system all the way from the beginning, we can throw a glass block into here, and so we can have our item stream travel wherever you want to go. This is great for long distance travel as well. We'll go up and down again, it'll go up this elevator, it'll go across this, and it'll align itself with that honey block there, and it'll get picked up by this hopper. And so again, this is great if you want to have your storage system here, so you have an entire storage system, you can have this go hundreds of blocks, all with item filters, and you can have a very complicated storage system that can store every item, being powered by this very simple little machine here. So there you have it, we have water-powered item streams that can go across just like normal, they can go up, they can go down, they can go up again, they can make turns like so. They can also align items on the side so they can get picked up by hoppers, and you can integrate this into a completely functional storage mechanism. So that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed or found it informative, and if you did, don't be afraid to leave a like, and you can subscribe for more content just like this in the future, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.